Mosaic persuasion. I understand your people grow mighty nice tobacco. We got jobs, good wages. Why don't you people, don't be a stranger, Mr. Gladstein. Y'all come down and see us in Durham, yeah?
When Israel became a state, was there anything special that they did here in the Jewish community?
There was some secret organization that Melvin used to sponsor and raise money for. Haganah.
Okay.
By 1973, gotten to a point where we needed to organize much better in order to see that enough money went to Israel to support especially those people who were badly injured in that war. Mel Shim and Marty Lakin decided that it was time to organize the community and essentially wrote the incorporation of the Federation of Durham and Chapel Hill. After the Federation was formed, the motivation was more of inward, namely to develop the Jewish community with interest in developing community institutions for the future.
There had been a Durham Federation. It was decided that it was time to bring in Chapel Hill. Simone Lauf was very active in the Federation. She started a women's campaign, which at that time just fell flat when Simone saw how the campaign to raise funds in this area was conducted. She couldn't believe it because she and I knew that you have to call on people personally. You can't just send a letter. Having dinners as a kickoff years after I was the president. And the dinner was cooked by Annette Kirshner, Cy Lauf, and Gladys Siegel.
I want to say that the community understanding of what's involved in a federation and its growth reminds me of what my father and my wife's father used to say about Jewish continuity. They called it the Hebrew word hemshech. It was very important to them. It was very, very important to them that there be hemshech, continuity from generation to generation.
The war in Lebanon, that was a very interesting time because people whom we didn't know were Jewish, who were members, of the larger community, came willingly and offered as large sums of money and help all these people who wanted to do for us and whom I could give this job or that job. I just doled out the jobs, and everyone wanted to do something in addition to giving money. There were so many of us who were ready to give and ready to do no matter what we needed. Lee Marcus was wonderful to work with. He's the president who followed me, and he couldn't wait to be president. I couldn't wait to be out.
It was a good time during that period that preceded the professionalization of the Federation. And I think we raised maybe $125,000 to $150,000 at that time. Through the urging of one of our, I think it was Henry Landsberger, was urging our community to do something on behalf of some of the elderly folks who were really struggling with health issues, and it seemed like maybe that might be the impetus to think about a Jewish family service. So we got funds for it. We established a half-time position that she operated out of her home, and we got it going. But during that time, we established the Sarah and Mud Evans Award. The first year we did it, and it was Annette Kirshner. But one of the things that I did was spend time with the Greensboro Federation. Things they told me was how having a professional as an executive director transformed their federation.
Lee and I went to a Federation convention, and there we attended a number of seminars and programs about the usefulness of having professional staff would help us raise much more money. So we came back and pretty quickly convinced the Federation to try hiring a half-time staffer and setting up an office. But that was the beginning. During this time, by the way, we showed support for Russian Jews, and the Federation provided them a great deal of support.
Right, yeah.
You know, something else that happened, I don't think it began during my tenure, but I think moved forward during my tenure, was talk about our own building. It was the first time we actually formed a committee that would look into the kinds of land that might be available. So the fact that we're raising money now in our community in this year of 2008 to sort of actually build a building that we started talking about at least 10 years ago, maybe longer ago than that, for me, that's another big sign of our growth and development.